everyone. Happy Friday from CCASA. It's a beautiful day and we hope that you all have a great weekend lined up. Just wanted to update folks with some good news. Hopefully you already saw on our social media, Senate Bill 20, which is Colorado's version of Aaron's Law, had its Senate appropriations hearing this morning. This bill, I tell you, every step of the way we've heard it's gonna die, it's not looking good, the prognosis is pretty bleak, we're gonna have to try again next year. But with every step we continue to advance and the bill is still very much alive. It passed this morning from Senate Appropriations with a 6-1 vote, so that means the bill is moving forward to the full Senate. So I do feel like we're going to continue asking for your help every step of the way until this bill becomes law and is signed by the governor, but we really feel that this bill is an important step to make sure that schools have resources around child sexual abuse prevention and how to effectively intervene. So thank you for taking action on it, and I'm so glad to give some good news. Next week is another really busy week. We have less than a month left of the legislative session, but the work continues to happen and the legislation continues to come forward. So Monday there will be an education committee vote around the school violence bill, which looks at whether or not schools are how they collect data around incidences of offenses that happen within our K through 12 schools, and we're trying to make sure that there's a sexual violence data collection piece so we can get a sense of what is happening in our schools around this issue. There's also a really important hearing, Senate Bill 129. This is around Colorado's allocation of parental responsibility statutes. What happens in domestic relations court, how do we determine child custody and decision making, and we feel that our current laws are really good because they're based on the best interest of the child statute. This bill rolls some of that back, frankly, and looks more at Colorado having a model of substantially equal parenting time. That can be really hard in cases where we know that a parent may not be safe. So we are opposing that bill and working with our partners at the Colorado Coalition Against Domestic Violence. If you or someone you know has been affected around child custody issues and co-parenting with somebody who is not safe, let us know, because we're looking for survivor advocacy on this bill as well. A bill that you may remember from very early on in the session that died in the Senate was around youth sports organizations and background checks, mandating that volunteers and coaches with youth sports teams need to have background checks, and if they have a felony sex offense, then they're barred from volunteering or coaching. That bill died in the Senate, and we're happy to say that it was reintroduced in the House. So that bill will have a hearing next week, and I'm meeting with one of the sponsors this afternoon to get a sense of how we can help with that and if there's any way that legislation can be strengthened. So again, keep an eye on our website and our social media pages in particular. Let us know if you're interested in these bills or any other issues moving forward. We would love to work with you. You can contact me at advocacy@ccasa.org. Thanks.